This is what we call an impromptu stream. Let's see, I had my vaccine earlier this week, and it's making it kind of tough to sleep, so figured I'd stream, try to tire myself out or relax with the game, see if that helps. One other thing was, last night I uploaded the video from last night's stream, and I noticed that my microphone was recording in stereo. So I apologize to anyone listening with headphones for the last couple of videos, because it was really annoying when I listened to it. It was all like one ear, and you could barely hear me in the other ear. So now I record in mono. We're going to see how that goes. The game is still in stereo though, so you'll still hear directional noise when I move the camera. Just a small delay for right now because I'm trying to remember how to even use Twitter. I'm tweeting out that I'm streaming. And once I get that sent, we shall begin. Alright, well, I guess I am manually typing in my URL. twitch.tv/Molotov. And I just realized I started streaming with the wrong title, so I'll fix that. No longer a celebration of my birthday, that was yesterday. So I will fix that. It is now a impromptu Snowrunner stream. And as I promised last time, I'll start doing some other streams when I feel like it for other games. But Snowrunner is a good choice because it is very relaxing, and there's goals in the long term. Very nice. Alright, I got my dashboard up, everything's up. Time to play the game. As I mentioned last time, there's a airplane delivery mission. At some point I'll figure that out. But first, I unlocked a bunch of stuff last time, which included tires. Rank 13, okay. Well, I at least can upgrade to off-road. And I also have on my phone a spreadsheet I was talking about last time, which tells you which tires are the best with their actual values. So this is going to take a minute. Alright, so we got OHD and OHS. OHD, OHS. Alright, so it looks like OHD is better. Nope, take that back. 1.8. So OHS2 is the best possible mud tire for this vehicle out of this class. So I will take that. So the old. Might as well upgrade my other trucks while I'm thinking of it. Yeah, the Fleet Star is way behind on upgrades. Alright, I didn't check this the last time, so let's see. UOD 45 42. Oh, I don't think this rates them for the different sizes. That must not matter. It does lift the truck higher out of the mud to have bigger tires. So 3 versus 1 and 2. 3 is the best on off-road, but 2 is the best in mud. Oh. Interesting. They list it first. That's so bizarre. But yeah, if you look at the stats here, average, excellent, good, they're all the same. But on the spreadsheet, you can see slight differences. So UOD 2 is what I want. That will help a lot. And it's weird, this one's more expensive, but it's just slightly better at off-road and worse at mud. Weird. Okay. That's really helpful. We shall now... Oh yeah, I can't change those. Let's check out the KRS. Alright. Oh yeah, definitely upgrade these. Alright, KRS, what you got? Mud tires. So we have UAD3 chains. Pretty good, but not as good as mud tires. Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of a tough choice. What about off-road? So we got UOD again. Ooh, wow. UOD 2 and these AMHS mud tires are really similar. So you get a 0.5 improvement on mud at the expense of a lot. Just dirt and asphalt way lower, like a full point lower on off-road and half a point lower on road. Still worth it for the mud, I guess. Okay. Let me just make sure all my winches are good. Oh, this is a tough choice. So with extended, you get stuck with a million more trees being selectable, so quick winch gets more annoying, or winching manually, I should say. And high power just rips up more trees, even if it could save you. So it actually makes things harder sometimes, but I think I'll go for extended. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna use this. And we're gonna... What did I have? Let's see. How much capacity does this have? Let's sell that. Sell that. Okay, so I got 150, 140. And we got 300, 1400. That's pretty good. So I think I'm going to keep that. Actually, is there anything better? That's only repair. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go park this somewhere. Alright, where am I going? Alright, so there's a random trailer, some fuel. This map doesn't really need fuel. However, I do need to quickly go see what is at... I need to mark that again. Yeah, we need to go check what the bridge needs. Wow, look at those tires. Yeah, this is the worst possible tire for road driving, but that's okay. It makes it more challenging. Wow, yeah, I feel like I'm driving a tank. Or some crazy all-terrain vehicle. Like I can go over anything. Yeah, these DLC trucks are pretty great. I'm glad they added them, even though it was much later than my first playthrough. Okay. I don't know how I didn't take any damage, but I'm grateful. Maybe tires don't take much damage on the side, because I turned my wheels in time. Alright, what do we got? And as I suspected, it's wood planks, so I have to be on the other side. Alright, well, let's just stop engine. Yeah, I wish they'd fix this, make it way easier to just jump to the garage with a single button. But that's okay. Alright, Fleet Star, it's your turn. Yeah, these trucks sound so different. I'm glad they put some effort into sound design. Makes it more immersive. I played about half of my first playthrough with no sound on. Just for convenience. And it's kind of nice to hear all the sounds. Yeah, these mud tires do not do well on icy roads. But that's okay. Okay, yeah, I've definitely flipped there before. Scary embankment there. Yeah, and it was a while, like, I probably had a full week of playing in Michigan before I came to Alaska the first time, and then I just soaked it all in. Like, first day, did most of the first map. Second day, did a lot of these missions where, you know, you're finishing bridges. I just remember driving this one stretch of road from the garage down to the log station and the other place, the factory and stuff, over and over and over. Kind of like in the first map in Michigan, you drive from the first garage up to the town like dozens of times, back and forth. So I will get used to this section again. Yeah, and then there's this turn, and now I get to try out the mud tires. Oh yeah, wow, just powering through like there's no mud. Amazing what a slight difference can do. Even when I hit this deep mud, it's like, no problem. Don't even need a winch. Yeah, this is what the mid-game feels like in this game. Because once you have good tires and some upgrades for engines and stuff, a lot of these starting challenges feel like nothing. Alright, I think... I always forget what's the best way to do this. I don't want to drive the back way, so I'm just going to drive this way, then double back. It's pretty funny, last time I forgot to start streaming at the start, but I ended up splicing together the videos using command line tools, which is kind of funny when you think about how easy it would be just to download any video program and just drop both clips in and export, but I really need to get a video software that I will like, and that will motivate me to make other videos that require some editing. One video I want to make is a review of all the games in the Valkyria Chronicles series. The reason for that is I've been on YouTube a lot, watching like video essays, especially for video games. I don't think I found anybody covering that entire series and explaining what it is, what makes it special, reviewing it. Like, when a new game comes out, there will be a review, but it's interesting to read reviewers playing it like a strange tactic strategy RPG game that defies description, and they have very different takes on it. But I think my take, having played the whole series, including the Japanese exclusive Valkyria Chronicles 3, I haven't seen anybody talk about that game and how amazing it is. But yeah, I mean, the short of it for my review is it's such a unique game for the gameplay that I wish more people knew about it and more developers knew about it so they could be inspired by it and come up with other things similar. But yeah, so like having a review might help that or get other people to play it and ask for more games like it. It does have the downside of many games from Japan with RPGs that just get bogged down in anime tropes for the story. But, you know, there's some positives in the story, telling stories about what I call anime World War II. There's a lot you can do there that does mirror real life and have real themes other than just silly tropes. So it's pretty good. Oh, they tricked me. And that truck can't carry anything. Let's see, wasn't there a trailer? Oh, there's a trailer here. Yeah, it's not even worth it. I'm just gonna recover. By the time I figure out a plan to get the other, or drive all the way around the long way, and I can just recover and drive there. Yeah, I don't like that about this game, is they trick you with thinking you'll be done, but they have a hidden second part. You should just put all the parts up front and say, here's stage 1, but once you complete that, there's a stage 2 that requires this and this, and you can plan ahead. But I guess that's what people that make guides online, what they're for. They're able to fill in the gaps that the developers leave out in documentation. And at least this is a pretty straightforward bridge. Very nearby resources on the roads. I just slid so far. I just realized my dashboard closed on my phone because I opened that spreadsheet. So let me get back to the dashboard, see if anyone's watching. We have one viewer. Thanks for being here, viewer. I don't know why I always say we when I refer to stuff involving the channel. I'm the only person on this channel. Although yesterday I had a few guests, so. It's funny too, like 10 minutes in to having my computer on, my headset decides to stop working in one side. It's very annoying, so I'm going to try to fix that again. I wonder what causes that. Truck's just in my way. Alright, I'll try to fix that now. Alright, turn my microphone off to try not to have any issues. Let's see. It's like inconsistent. Okay, now it's fixed. Alright. So now the question is, what do I do? I kind of want to get ready for some multiplayer in the future. Really, I should just do some upgrade hunting. That's one thing. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to take this back. Alright. be some upgrades I missed. Like, I missed this one. I don't know how. I guess I just saw it on the map and ignored it last stream. Well, let's go get it. Now my headset's messed up again. Now it's fixed. Okay, I just gotta tweak the wire. It's a very cheap headset I got off Amazon. And the reason for it was that I didn't have a headset that worked. So sometimes for work I have to call in through computer meetings. So working from home, it's good to have a headset. Yeah, I'm looking at the meter. I'm pretty sure you guys hear it fine. It's just my headset going wild right now. Sorry. I keep having to stop and readjust it. I feel like I haven't moved at all, but all of a sudden the left headphone will just cut out. Is that a dog? Got another side. Marking. The question is, should I improve my Hummer's tires? I think I have to find the upgrades for it. But right now I have chained, which is bad in mud, ironically. You'd think it would be the second best for mud, but usually it's third best or first. Yeah, I think I'm going to do exploring. We should figure out where the upgrades are for this thing. I think all of them are in Alaska, so that's why it's good just to get all the ones I can, but hopefully I'll find the ones I need. Because it's in the act of getting them, I need the upgrade to get them. So hopefully I'll find that one early on. Where am I going? This is gonna take a while. Yeah, and I'm not going through that snow. High gear. Interesting. This is not nearly as fast as I thought. Yeah, it's so bizarre. My head's just like, oh, just kidding. I'm gonna cut out the audio up here. I still don't understand exactly why my microphone records stereo, like this cheap microphone. I think what's going on is it has a noise cancellation microphone on the reverse side, and so the front side was one channel, and it was using recording on the noise cancellation microphone because it's available. OBS was able to see it. It's like, oh, it's got two channels, let's use both of them. And so you got a muffled, quiet version that is normally used for some audio processing that I have turned on. And it's something I tried. The built-in noise cancellation was garbage, so I just turned it off completely. And maybe that's why it was catching too much of my own voice in the microphone and cutting it out. Keep trying to sit as still as possible, and it doesn't stop it from messing up the sound. This thing's doing pretty good in the snow. I guess this doesn't count as mud for most of this. It's off terrain, or off road, and then there's mud. Alright. great. I remember coming from the opposite side. It took me like 10 minutes to get through the snow. It's a nice interior in the summer. Amazing that this game could get so many sponsors or official deals and sponsorships to put vehicles in the game, but American Truck Simulator couldn't get like any, pretty much, despite being around as a company much longer, having a longer track record. Like, no one wanted to put their trucks in their game, which was sad. I didn't even pay attention. It was raised something. There's probably something here. A trailer park and a trailer. Oh, yes, this thing's stuck. Giant fuel trailer to get unstuck. Alright, well, you know, yeah, let's go there. The way we're gonna do this is we're gonna go investigate the back road. One of the longest things, waypoint lines I've done. Usually I just put one waypoint or none. COVID vaccine reactions keep my heart rate really high all day, all night. But this should do something, at least. Except I have to actually use my brain to think what each slight movement of the angle of the truck does to my vehicle. And without the somatosensory experience of being tilted or jostled by bumps. It's a lot harder to pay attention to that than in real life. Where if you're doing something like this, driving in uneven, muddy terrain, it's a lot easier to just feel what's going on and adjust accordingly. Relying on sight, it's kind of nice to have this exterior view so I can see all the time in a sense that way. Alright, let's see. We have 0 drop frames, 60 FPS, that's what I like to see. Another thing is, I mentioned last time I have a data cap on my internet, so I couldn't stream every day, but if I wanted to, unless I pay almost double for unlimited internet, but it's near the end of the month and I'm well below my cap, so I was going to get a few screens in before it resets again. Okay. Let's see, that's the trailer that's stuck. Like low gear works on the Hummer properly. Pulled myself on its side. Good old quick winch trying to kill me. Imagine getting through this with that giant fuel trailer. Not very easy. Rig salvage. That sounds like the boss mission I was talking about. Coiled tubing. Interesting. Yeah, that one's a big mission. I might do that. What's this? Too lazy to read the description. I'm just seeing where the deployment position is. What is this? So you're telling me every single one of these is in Northport? Oh no. Polar base. What is polar? Is it in Northport? Say what is this? There's no delivery point. That's weird. Alright, well I can't do those. Northport, Mountain River. Is there nothing in White Valley? It's pretty disappointing. Drilling equipment. Pipeline. Now delivery. Floating drill. It's a lot of things. Alright, well, we're gonna track that. Might just do that today so I can do more stuff later. Wow, I have not gone very far. That's okay. Something I forgot to check was that in OBS I'm using what's called a replay buffer, which I didn't double check to see exactly what that meant. And what that may mean is that there's a delay between the stream and in chat. It might add another 20 seconds of delay. So I'll have to tune in to my own stream at some point and see what's going on. If there really is a delay. I might be able to do it now since I don't need to look at the screen very much. Alright, so I'm going to flip the camera around and wait. See how long that takes. Alright, so that was about 15 seconds-ish. So I think it might actually be using that delay. So I don't think I need it, or I might switch it to a few seconds. The good news about using that is if there's frame drops and stuff, or it might be the reason why I don't have any frame drops, is it has 20 seconds to resolve. So 20 seconds of backlog, and 5 seconds get lost because of the internet. It can wait to send that information and then send it, or something like that. I don't know exactly how it works with this setting. Hey, it's daytime. Again, I really wish this game had a clock and compass on the screen at all times, like the previous game. Maybe they'll add that feature. It seems pretty simple to add. Oh man, I'm in desperate need of better tires. Let's see what level. I'm really close to the next level, which is mud tires for my big truck. So I might just do something worth a few hundred experience points real quick so that truck can do some more mud stuff. And actually, for the sake of this stream, I might just go to Russia, get a bunch of vehicles real fast, because that would be nice to have. And with the deep mud tires, it makes it really easy. Or as easy as it's going to be. Tamir, whatever the first map is called there, is one of the hardest maps because there's so many little tricky spots in the road. It's very fun to get used to it, but it can be frustrating. As Ghost Hand was saying before, he went there, you know, when he'd spent a good amount of time in Michigan. He just went there to see what it was like and could not even get past the garage because he got stuck in the mud. Wasn't able to complete a single car track. That's kind of how that map is built. Oh, another feature that I would like is the cruise control from the previous game. It's not in here, but I was hoping I would get lucky and push a button combination that would make it happen. But no. Because I'll just load down the throttle. It also helps if I wasn't in low that whole time, but no. This is a sideboard trailer. I think they made it so I could pull this, maybe not. Nope. Alright, well. Old-fashioned way. One good thing about these weird trailers is they allow you to winch them. A lot of the bigger trailers have supports that come down when they're not hitched. And so you can't really use them. I'm really stuck. Crazy. Well, I can at least make it slightly easier. Wow. It's deep mud. Okay. We're just gonna leave that there. I find it interesting that Twitch has achievements now. You ever noticed that? I was going through my Twitch history while uploading the video last night, and it was interesting to see all the streams I've done previously. I didn't realize I'd done so many. I always thought it was like 2 or 3, but it was closer to like 5. I streamed Egg Band and Witness. I think I did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist stream one time too, so I think I was just getting everything set up for the speedruns that I liked, and then was too afraid to do them or didn't have good enough internet or whatever. But those are easy to jump back into. I was trying out the Witness again recently, and despite my really bad wrist, I could do some practice at least to remember all of the solutions for the Witness at 8% speedrun. The hard part is all of the very precise movements. I don't want to use the mouse, and that's what kills my wrist really bad with my injury. So I don't usually play mouse controlled games anymore, especially first-person shooters or anything too intense on movement. Especially since I use computers for work, I have to be careful not to over-stress my hands. So, you know, casually played first-person shooter with the controller once in a while is doable. Not too long. I remember playing through Sekiro, probably my favorite From Software game, and there's a boss, an optional boss near the end of the game. I think it's called like Hatred or something, and it's considered one of the hardest bosses, but my problem was it was so intense of a fight that I would start to get warmed up and remember how the patterns went and start to make some progress in how to beat it, and then my wrist would give out to where I started getting worse again because my hand was hurting too bad. It was cramping up, and so I'd have to stop, and then the next day I'd try it again and get 30 minutes into playing and think, okay, I'm ready to do this, and then my hand would start hurting too much, and so it ended up being my hardest possible game because it took so many tries on different days before I finally got it. And what's funny about that game and like Dark Souls and other games like that is once you have the muscle memory and strategy that works, like that's most of the battle. Once you have that, it looks like it's easy. Like if you watch someone who's really skilled at Dark Souls, like a speedrunner, play it, they make it look easy because they know exactly what to do and have practiced the simplest way to beat the boss. So like for example in Sekiro, when I got to the final boss for the true ending, I guess you call it the best ending. It's one of the hardest battles in the game, and I struggled on it for a really long time until when I finally beat it, I like didn't even get hit once. It's all these other times it's like, yo, I gotta resurrect multiple times during the fight to even have a chance, and then when I finally get to a really good strategy and practice it enough, the time that I win, like, you didn't even hit me. What's funny too is, like, I think I only made it to the final phase like one time before that, and I died instantly. So with no practice on the final phase, I just kind of stuck with my usual strategy, and it worked. Could be a fun way to approach games sometimes. People may say it's boring, but with Sekiro it was like, what can I do to break each boss? I'm not gonna look up a guide, I'm just gonna try to cheese it or make it as simple or as easy as possible to see what I can do. And so for a lot of bosses, I just used a single special attack to see if I could just use it repeatedly, what the boss would do if I could beat them. And for like half the bosses, that was pretty much it, is knowing their pattern to know when to dodge. And the other half was knowing when to attack with that special attack, and that's it. So it's pretty funny. Let's see, I think I was on my new game +2 right now on that game, and I accidentally took the item, or gave the item or whatever that makes it so it's hard mode. So on my new game +2, which is already harder, I made it extra hard mode, and I don't know if there's a way at that point in the game to take that back, since the game autosaves. So I think I made it through the first few small bosses on new game +2, and it's very hard. Basically, if you get hit, you just die. Like, you could probably survive maybe one small hit from a boss, but other than that, like 2 hits, you're dead. So there's that. I think there's an upgrade somewhere over here, so I'm just gonna go look for it. Hopefully I don't flip too bad. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's refuel repair. Nice, alright. Good to go. I love this setup where the Hummer has fuel and repair points. Very nice. So many great things about this game. The different setups that you can have, and all the different vehicles and how they handle differently and stuff. Very cool. In that sense, it's better than its predecessor. Exceeds the expectations set by that game. Alright, so I think the plan here is I'm just going to go see if there's anything over here, then switch to a mission that I can complete, or... Wow, that's not very much. 170 experience is all I need. I mean, I could just find some watchtowers to get that. I might just clear all the rest of the watchtowers, get all that's good. And then I can go to Tamir. Very excited to some of the other maps. I might at some point just check out the newest map. I haven't even been there yet. And with some of my tires, I won't have to be afraid to go. I can start giving my review of it to my friends that play this game, because they haven't tried it either. I love the way the graphics look. It's so good. This is a funny witch point, okay. So cool. If this game had like just a small element of getting out of the truck and walking around, I think it would be a little extra level of relaxation. Like if I could get out of the truck, just take a few steps and have a picnic or something, or like a photo mode where you could remove the truck from the photo. And I don't like the truck, but just to have the scenery displayed. Oh no. Okay, we're safe. And I forgot again, I think this said it used the Havoc engine, which the previous game also used, which is not Unity. It's just a different engine, so... yeah, I'm thinking, is Havoc a publisher, an engine? Pretty sure that's an engine. I saw that in the opening on this. You'd be able to find out if I had streamed the initial startup of the game, but I didn't, so my bad. One of these days we'll figure out how this game was programmed. And a bonus, since I've been streaming this game so much, eventually I want to make some mods for this game. You know, once the content starts winding down and I run out of things to do, I'll probably make a map, or at least play around with the different things you can do with the map, creatively. Some challenges, because a full-size map would be a lot of work to make it look nice. So instead it might just be one delivery mission that's fairly linear or something, you know, like the old Snowrunner challenges where drive from point A to point B pretty much. So it might be something like that where I can get a good feel of what's possible and really push some of the vehicles to their limit. I've seen several people that have done that, made really cool desert maps, and they look difficult. Yeah, and they can be glitchy too, getting your truck stuck in the ground. So watch out for that. I think I did this before. Oh no, there's a dead truck. A vehicle that has to, yeah. Wherever there's a dead car, there's a upgrade. And I go face first into it. Don't get stuck on this rock. Alright, let's do it. There we go. Please. This is not helping. Yes, do not get me off the rock. There we go. Oh, well, that was. Yes. Alright, that was worth it. Because that's an engine upgrade. Alright. Wow, it's just a straight up upgrade. Although that might be misleading. If I remember, some of these things are just slower. Yeah, like this one. I guess we'll just see real quick. One of these engines has a problem in auto where it just gets stuck switching between first and second gear when you're in the mud. It's a nightmare. Oh. I was about to say, where is a free vehicle? Now I remembered somewhere down here. So that one is a scout. That's not it. Search and rescue is one. Pluck the stuck truck. Ooh, a dairy longhorn. Okay, so that's the hard mission. Let's do that. How much is this worth? Yeah, that'll be enough to go up. Alright, well. Question is, do I need this or do I need this? Let's let's take this and let's go a little easy on it. Bouncing all over, okay. Wait, can this not have the big crane? Can't, that's lame. Let's just put a sideboard on it, call it a day. Yeah, so this is a free truck. Question is, what's the best way to get down there? I'm just gonna dive down the hill here. What's amazing is that I turned off notifications on Windows completely, and every time I restart my computer, they turn back on. So that's fun. Good design. The words aren't even coming out of my throat anymore. Sorry, just took a drink of water that might help me a bit. It's funny. I tend to get one viewer, but they don't ever say anything. I feel bad for the guy last time who, I checked, he or she, I can't remember, it had man in the name, so I assumed it was male. They, had said hi, and I didn't notice for like 5 minutes. But yeah, it's good the first few streams with a new computer setup, getting everything all squared away. Like the audio encoder got fixed. Oh, actually dropped some frames. Just noticed. Not too many. A few seconds worth. Internet issue. Not recently. Okay. Anyway, we are still figuring out what the settings to have the best possible stream with my setup. And someday I'd like a better microphone, especially one I don't have to have attached to my head. I've worked in studio recording recently in the last few years, and it's so nice to have professional grade microphones, pop filters, and audio mixers. Oh, they're so nice. It makes it so much easier to get good recordings, especially when someone's being able to play it like I tend to be. Get a really good dynamic range for audio on an expensive microphone. Like we tell people, they could be as loud as they wanted, and if ever became a problem, we'd let them know it wasn't likely. No one even came close to peeking the mics because their high decibel ratings were for like loud singing, and you probably use them for just about any recording of instruments, which can be very loud. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm definitely not coming back up this way, unless I can grab it from here. Nope. Well, we can try. This was a bad idea. Brakes are locked. This is not coming up this hill. Yeah, no way to the weird years. I'm gonna glitch that up. Okay. So which is easier? That way or this way? I think we're just gonna shoot for here. Let's try this out. That looks neat. strategy. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's do this. Wait, does it not turn on now? They already fixed that. No, that's the next update. No, it's on. Okay. It doesn't look like the tires are running. The engine's mostly fixed. It's weird. It should be running. Okay. Yeah, that's a little sketchy. Doesn't seem to be running. Hard to tell. Tires move so slow. It looks like they're just rolling, not powered. Okay, yeah, this is sketchy. It's going everywhere. Let's go. The river. Alright, now we're moving on. Hard stuff. On a rock. Alright. The game is just like really encouraging you to just drive a little through. Trust me. Yeah, it's almost like it's. Oh yeah, it's just not running. That's it. Really? Tire leaves. Come on. Where are those tires? Alright, let's let that run. Gotta start considering where this game ranks in my all-time favorite games. It's pretty high. Top 10. It's hard to rank games though when they're from different genres, different goals, different lengths. I can make a video on it, like I might do a tier list one of these days because those are popular, and explain my reasoning for how I would rank things. Personally, I think it's mostly disingenuous to compare games that have different overall goals for the experience provided. So, and then also the scope of the game. So anytime I want to give a review, I can use a 10-point system, but I always have the context of those two things of goal and scope. With goals, it's more, most people just think of it as like genres. So different genres, if that genre is well defined, have specific experiences you expect. So like a horror game should be scary, or else it's not a horror game, or not a good one anyway. You can rank it lower or rate it lower if it doesn't have good scares. But scaring is not relevant at all for a emotionally charged story game, like a walking simulator about something dramatic. Which again, walking simulators get a bad rap because they just have different goals and less skill-based gameplay. But I think people should really stick to the definition of a game is there's a set of rules established where there's a win state and a loss state. And historically, many games have a competitive nature, but that's not necessary when you consider a single-player experience can be competitive in its own way with something like a high score, where outside the game you can compare to other people, or like a speed run, how quickly you can complete something. So beating your own time even can be seen as competitive with yourself, as long as there's that kind of a completion state, or a win state, where you can say you're done, then it counts as a game. So some things that don't really count as a game would be like, a good example would be something like an MMO with no game win or loss. Like I think of Second Life. I've never played Second Life, but I think that's a prime example of a not game, because it's just like casual hangout. There's no win-loss state, or like a VR chat. Technically, there's games within it, so that counts. But the software itself is just hanging out in VR. There's no win, there's no loss, there's no progression, as far as I know. So it's not a game. It's an experience that's interactive. So walking simulators, funny enough, can be considered a game just because there's a start and end state, and there's a variety of ways to reach that. There's a scale or a possibility of other states. And there's not much of a lost state, but there is one, and it's not finishing the game. Or not, like, especially with the walking sim, you have to actually walk your character over to the next area or else it won't progress. And it's not very much skill to do that, but it's technically still an accomplishment, even if it's very minor. I don't think I'm making it up still. I don't want to refuel myself. So yeah, so games can all be put on point scale, but they can't be super similar. Like you're generalizing the point scale to say it applies to all games in that they can have similar ways of evaluating whether they met their goals, even if their goals themselves are very different. And also when it comes to point scales for games, I think the best policy is where every point on the scale is just as meaningful as any other point, which is rare in modern gaming journalism. Usually they don't explain their reasoning for each point. Some do, but like I don't think they hold themselves to that. It's kind of a meaningless explanation because they don't follow it, so there's no point having an explanation. My example would be I would prefer to make it, my points is basically like a centile scale, so that's percentiles for every 10%. So what that means is that the worst 10% of games would get a 1, and the next 10% good games would get a 2, all the way up to the top 10% of all games that released in a given year would be 10. And again, that's somewhat of a guide that I use, like relative to its era or its year, how good is the game. So that's another aspect to my reviews. Like if I review an old game, I try to give it the context. For example, I was thinking the other day about like Super Mario Bros. Comes to mind a lot. It's very influential. It works really good. If you compare it to many like cheap throwaway games that get released, um, that are just basic platformers that try to mimic Mario. The first one, they tend to fail. Like, Mario's better than them. It came out 35 years ago. Oh, hey, what's up? Someone's in chat. Welcome. I'm just discussing game reviews while I try to pull this truck all the way back to base. So, with Super Mario, it's better than games that come out now. Like, maybe half the platformers that come out. If you consider every game that comes out, including all the very small developers, starting developers, anything that gets released counts. So, that's pretty amazing. That shows that it's a good game and it stands the test of time. However, it is still very dated. But if I were to review it, I would give it the context of when it came out. It's an amazing game for the era it came out. One of the best games. Definitely worth the praise of masterpiece when you consider the context. Same with, I give Mario 64 a very hard time, because I bought it 5 years after it came out, and I was really upset, because everyone told me it was such a good game, and it was already dated by 5 years later. People had glossed over its flaws, because it was 3D Mario. But I'd already experienced better 3D games for controls and platforming. But revisiting it recently, putting it in context, it's really good. It's definitely worth checking out, even if it doesn't age well. So it's something to consider. What's funny is, I think I've been getting more new viewers than the random people that followed me years ago. Kind of ironic, so welcome to the stream if you enjoy this game. I might try fully repairing this truck, because it has not been powered this whole time. Yeah, it's not been on, so I'm going to recover and come out this different way. 150 points might be enough to fix it fully. First, let me check something. Oops. Yeah, I haven't unlocked anything for this. Yeah, so I'm going to switch to high power, because that will help me pull it better. I have almost nothing unlocked. Awesome. Alright. And it lost track. Where did it go? Alright, so the question is, can I pull this up without falling down? Yeah. Can't even remember what got me off topic onto video game reviews. I think, oh yeah, I was talking about ranking this game. Yeah, this game is very, very good. Definitely 10 out of 10 using my scale, and one of my top 10 of all time. At some point, I've been keeping track of all the games I've played for the last 5 years or so, and pretty soon I can put all that together in a shareable format. I've been slowly adding them all to howlongtobeat.com, because that website is just a good way to track yourself and have it shareable. And so while I'm doing that, there's probably a way I can just like summarize all of my gameplay and then pull up one of those tier list websites and just go through all the games I played recently. But yeah, it's kind of fun to think about. People like categorizing things. I always say this. In psychology, we learn, for whatever reason, people of all times and cultures just like assigning labels and categories to their reality. It's pretty interesting. Sometimes we talk about that as linguistic reductionism, meaning that because humans use language, which are discrete words that define discrete concepts, then we tend to be stuck in that mindset that a word is a reality. And because of that, we are like, well, we have words to describe things. If we don't have a word to describe something, it bothers us, because then we can't communicate it, we can't think about it efficiently, and so we want a word to describe everything that we experience. So really fascinating how that works. So I don't know. So sometimes reviews aren't super meaningful. A number doesn't mean a whole lot when you think of a game experience. I guess this game is compared to other simulators in its genre, but it does an extremely good job compared to other games I've played in this genre. So that's why I give it a 10. Yeah, this is not going to go well. At least I have a better winch this time. Okay, no. No. We're gonna have to go somewhere else. Just keep dragging it down the river. Oh yeah, and I was supposed to fix this. That's what I was gonna do. Wow. Still not fully fixed. Okay. Whatever. Well, it's running now. Maybe. The lights are on. Alright. See, that's an annoying thing. It have to be like at a certain angle before I can attach to the front, but at least that works. Yeah, it's so weird. At least with the next update, they'll make it so you can manually turn engines on or off when things are telling. Hey, it looks like it's working though. Both embankments look kind of tough. It gets easier under the bridge if I can go under. Nope, that's too low. No, I can't make it up that. Let's try this side. The rock side usually is easier. Oh no, this is a bad angle. Truck, you got this. Just drive on up. Oh boy. Oh, that works. Can't believe it did, but on the other side. Switch to the other side. Not much else I can do. Try to make it go this way. Switch back. Try to get it on that rock. Why this isn't working? I know it's heavy and I'm like lifting it off the ground, but it should be enough. My heavy duty medium winch. It's like not even budging. Okay, I'm gonna go to daytime. benefits of single player. Oh, it never did get up the rock. That's a problem. Alright, well, I'm gonna drive further. Come on, it's so close. Oh, yes, barely. Alright, let's do this. Yes! My plan worked. It worked. I'm still alive. Now the problem is if I fall, it'll go all the way back down to the river. It looks like I might make it. I get stuck on this rock. Good. Get it. Okay. Crazy long way to get it back, but we're getting it back. I feel bad that I don't have any special alerts on my chat, so I have a second window that I'm not looking at with chat, and then I have my phone directly in front of me but below my monitor with chat, but both are just enough out of my eye line that I have to manually look at them to notice a new chat message. So I should probably come up with a better system. I think the problem was, since I stream in 1080p on a 4K monitor, the screen for the game is a quarter of my window, and that was helpful when I was doing multiplayer, because Discord could take up half the window and this would be on the other half. But without that, I might as well have a pop-out chat window on the same screen, because that would be much more visible. In fact, I can do that right now. Pop it right out of OBS. Make it bigger. Easy. Okay. But yeah, my stream setup seems to be going pretty well. Only had that one moment of frame drop earlier. So wondering who all these people are. Probably just new people. Once in a while, a random viewer will pop in and say hi. That's okay. I usually don't shout out usernames as a known person, so if that's what you're expecting, I'm sorry. But appreciate the viewers. Hope you're enjoying your evening. Or whatever time it is where you are. Alright. On the road with two trucks, do not have snow tires. This will be interesting. Good old flat toe. And destroy that transmission. Although it looks like it's on, maybe I can put it in neutral, who knows. Turned it on, put it in neutral, and destroyed the engine. It's a shame that it's not... video isn't entirely as good as the real thing. Someday, some year, I'll get a better GPU. But at least it was watchable for the last stream and this stream, where the encoding looks a bit fuzzy or blurry because of all the detail, but and the frame rate is probably half of what it should be. It's smooth enough to not hurt your eyes, and that's the goal. But yeah, I was thinking of other ideas for streams. I mentioned a few last time. So be looking forward to that some future day. I already mentioned tier lists and other games, speedruns, showcasing games that are my favorite, that are obscure. But also, what else? Probably a few other, like review things. I was thinking about it. I really want to make a nice video essay, like I mentioned, for Valkyria Chronicles or other games that just don't get a spotlight very often. But it would be much easier, and I'm much more likely to do it if I just stream my impressions. And so instead of having a set script and re-recording audio lines and editing together a video, I could just do a few assets that I throw in OBS and then talk about it with some bullet points. Oh, scared me. Hey, that was more experience than what it said. It's supposed to be 180. Or no, never mind. It was 210. I was just thinking of how much I needed. Alright. Time to get better tires. Oh wait, no, not this truck. And yeah, if you're wondering, Gary Longhorn is not very good. I sometimes use it, but it has problems. Every truck has like upsides, downsides, but this one is like, it's better off just selling it, get a better truck. Unless you're desperate for a truck, like if you're playing hardcore. Retain. It's one of my most expensive trucks. I will gladly sell that. Alright. Paystar, that's the one. I mean, it's the only option. Alright, so with that, I'm going to take a small break. First, we're going to send this truck to Russia and take a couple of minutes for a break. So, global map, Tamir. But I hope y'all stick around. Let's see. You know, I haven't made a BRB screen. So I think I'll just leave it with my truck sitting here for a minute. Oh wait, no, I don't want to start the engine. Alright, BRB. And I'm back. I hope the ambient noise from the wildlife in Russia, I noticed the birds are just going all over, was enough to keep everybody entertained for a minute. And I've already messed up my audio. So my headset's messing up again, but that's okay. I'll figure that out later. Okay, if I remember, let's just go see what's blocked on the road. Hi, sorry. Keep like yawning. Yeah, I need to fix my headset. Hold on. Weird sounding horn. Yeah, still not working. Okay, now it's working. Nice, good 10-port blast. Check it out. I just realized I need something a little safer. Sideboard. Alright, so I have 200,000 bucks. I could probably buy a Russian truck that's in the store already. But first, let's go find some free ones. My next long-term goal is to get the, I guess the Tartaran? Whatever the amphibious assault APC thing is. It's pretty cool. Oh. You know? Maybe I should do that first. Nah, I gotta see what's fallen in the road first. Alright, first time trying out these tires. Best tires for this vehicle, so I have pretty high standards for how they perform. Somewhere on this map there's like a fallen antenna you gotta clear. Ooh. And yeah, with mud tires it's really hard to handle roads. There's another section of road that you drive on dozens of times for this map. And for other maps that connect to this map. contracts where this is the fastest route by far. So you have to get used to not crashing or going in the ditch and flipping over. Oh, that's cool. I remember that being there. A bus stop. A lot of real sketchy parts in this map where it's like the developers just want to wreck your truck. There's one part later near the transition to the next map where you'll just get completely destroyed by some concrete slabs that formed the road that collapsed. So if you start driving on it, it'll just immediately start going down and you will flip over. So you have to avoid the concrete at all costs. There we go. Alright, so free truck number 1. I guess we're just gonna do it right now. Give me that free truck. Amazing how easy it was to find this. I didn't find this because I didn't come this way for hours the first time I came to this map. Wow. Really stuck. Well, now I'm stuck. There we go. Get a little bit more traction. Trying to pull this out. It's bad. The developers knew that this winch is not enough. Oh, it's so close. Alright, let's... Wow, maybe trying to pull up the lead. Super rushing lead. Alright. I'm trying to hook onto the front. If I can pull the cab out, that would help. And again, as I said earlier, this game has a weird thing about being the right orientation to winch onto vehicles. So you have to be like facing it in a certain angle or else you can't winch. It's very annoying. Okay, well that'll help. Oh wow. How is that stuck? Well, at least we can pull it in this direction. If it moved at all. Alright, let's see. It's out of... see if that helps. Well, it was working until I destroyed the engine. It was underwater. It doesn't look like it's underwater like at all. The bottom half. The engine. Well, that's just great. Let's just restart. Probably easier now. Although I just wasted all that fuel, whatever. Instantly died. Alright, well I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna strand myself over here and see if I can pull this one. Just anything to get a tiny bit of leverage. Like that. Alright, already stuck. There's no reason not to have the saddle on this at all times. Rescue this truck and do 1 or 2 more tasks before closing the stream. Again, this is a sleepy time stream. Try to be sleep. Oh, it's not even that kind, so I don't even think I can take it. Cool. Not what I meant to do. Yeah. It's jiggling. Just switch to a different truck. It looks like this can have it. As we already saw, this thing has amazing light tires now, so maybe I should have gone with this first thing. Again, this was a problem with not being able to winch onto the point I wanted, just like that. It's still not. Okay. There we go. Well, I'm glad someone put a message in chat, because I was finally able to see the ban, purge, and timeout options. Again, they're out of moderate my chat, so that's good to know. It'll be a milestone in my streaming career once I do. I like the way these tires look, and the way they work with the suspension is really cool. Like mesmerizing. Hopefully I don't get too mesmerized and crash. You like that? It's like bounce, bounce, bounce on each rock. Try and hit every rock so I can see it again. Very cool. All that suspension. Ooh. Wait, what? Is it upgrade down there? Underneath this? What? In the world? I don't think I ever knew that. Maybe I got it before, I don't know. Yeah, let's put a marker. We'll check that out in a minute. Maybe I'll drive my Hummer off the cliff. Tires did not like that rock. What about this one? Oh, I keep forgetting to look up what um, bumper customizations that I unlocked, because those do help. As I found, they actually prevent damage pretty well if you have a good bumper. Like prevents the collision of the objects, therefore prevents the damage. So they work in some analogous way to real life bumpers. I need like a cow catcher on the front. Push away all the rocks. Oh, that's cool. There's a bird. Again, I'm not used to most of these sounds. Now it's in my left ear. Yeah, this truck is way better. Problem is, it has worse fuel capacity. And it's very front heavy. And its balancing is kind of weird, I should say. But with these giant tires and practically a flotation device. Ah, look at that. Just trudging through. Mesmerizing. Better chance with this, with the stronger winch anyway. I grabbed the wrong thing. Still the wrong thing. Oh yeah. I don't even care if I flip it. At least it's out of the mud. Alright. That was less than ideal, but might be better to just restart again. That out too. Third time's the charm. Why is it pulling at such a weird angle? Is it like stuck on a stump or something? Bizarre. It's not in front of it. What is going on? The winch. What happened? It's like glitched. It's like the front end wasn't properly loaded with weight or something until I drove to the front end. Bizarre. Or like the physics hadn't kicked in for how deep it was in the water. I almost wanted to use the reverse manual. But sometimes you gotta do it. has like bent windshield. That's not a good sign. I should have read the description of how they crashed it. Oh, I should probably just use this fuel. The other one first, just in case it gets stuck. Again, I dislike the nighttime for not being able to see well. Yeah, this thing's fixed, I forgot. So it can drive itself. I mean, it seems like it's okay. What's weird about here, hold on a second. What's weird about my chat is it doesn't look like it does on Twitch. Because there we go. And there's another notification. Okay, sorry. I was just fixing that. But yeah, I just realized the settings are separate for OBS. To chat. Very bizarre. I have to fix my settings. Again, still get the stream all figured out. I think by the 10th hour of streaming, my basic setup will be set. Might be somewhere I can even clean up the, I'm sorry, I'm watching the preview on OBS. Watching myself crash. The video, you know, it's, as you're watching it right now, kind of low frame rate, you know, a little bit choppy. I tried to clean that up as much as I could, but it might just be a limitation of my GPU at this point to play the game and stream. But it would be nice to have it be much smoother to where it looks smooth even with lower resolution. There's not much else I can do with the game options. I tried lower settings and it doesn't affect the smoothness at all. And as I mentioned, the encoder is the big problem, as far as I can tell, with trying to encode these complicated scenes. It takes a lot of work. Too many fine details of adjacent pixels of different colors. It's extremely hard to encode when they're constantly changing. And in this game, that mostly takes the form of the trees. Look at the trees, there's brown and green and some sky in between. In the snowy section, there's snow that's white next to the other dark colors. So, wow, this truck is beat up. That's kind of cool. I didn't know they had damage that extreme in this game. I know it shocked me when they added damage modeling to the cars because it just was in an update and I didn't notice that note. And so, you know, I hit something and the front of my truck deforms. I'm like, wait, what? The Mud Runner wasn't like this. So yeah, it's kind of some extreme deforming of the body that you can see there. Torn up. Wow, even the back, or the, I don't know, the vent in the back or whatever that is just bent in half. Kind of cool. The gas tanks are all torn up. Very cool. I'm gonna get one last good look at it before I go turn it in. My sensitivity is way too high. Okay. Yeah, the mud flaps are all bent. The tires are fine. And this side doesn't look as bad as that side. Alright, well I think I'm going to turn this in, go deliver the fuel, see how I feel at that point. And there. What's funny is Twitch is so slow at updating view counts that I checked the last stream and the number of unique viewers indicated that we had like 6 people watch and we never reached more than like 1 or 2 viewers at a time. So it's kind of funny. It's hard to gauge how many people are really watching. Or if anybody new, you know, someone just has it on the background, or they're just lurking in chat, or don't have an account. I always wondered, because I used to be a non-account person. The first year or 2 of watching Twitch, I didn't have an account, which sounds kind of funny. In my mind, it was like the only benefit to having an account was to have a curated follow list and to get to chat, and that's it. I had planned to subscribe to anyone as a poor college student, so I was like, oh, I'll just have a bookmark in my browser to like the 1 or 2 streams that I watch, and I just click on them and I'm there, you know. And they had a stream schedule or 24-hour streams or whatever, so it didn't really matter to get notifications, and I just watch when I felt like it. Sometimes I'd browse Twitch for new channels. This was back in like 2013. But at some point, 2014 or 2015, I finally, oh, there's the spot. Deadly spot there. I just decided to make an account because I started following more and more channels. Like, oh, this is a cool channel, this one's cool. But you couldn't follow officially and have it organized without making an account. So I'm like, alright, fine. This is that sketchy gas station I was telling Zach about last stream. This thing can destroy your tires like nothing else. So just careful. It was a lot faster than I thought it'd be. Alright, well, we're gonna leave this here. And just really quickly, oh yeah, the scanning. Scanning's really weird, interesting in this game. Let's go get that upgrade. And I might go scouting with this vehicle since I'm close to this one. Yeah, let's do that first. The deadly spot's right here. The spot, it looks like it's easy to avoid until you're in a big trailer truck. Your tire just barely touches the edge of that spot, and you're like, oh, it's no big deal, I can drive on the top of it. Nope, you're dead. You just fall right into that hole. Same on the side, where you start to lose control or whatever, you fall off that side too. And there's a ditch on the side, so it's not even easy to get out, even if you didn't flip. But yeah, video game, tier lists can be fun. You get to organize and communicate your opinions by comparing and contrasting different things in a list. So people like making rankings for that reason. It forces you to compare and understand what you value about a given thing. And same with categories. You can associate many more ideas to a single category, and it's an efficient way of organizing a human person's thoughts. Take a game like this and say, I think it's 10 out of 10. It's a simulation game. I can give it a few markers like that, labels, and all of a sudden, I have an opinion for me that I can start building evidence around or defending. Alright, what's the best way up there? I guess I'm gonna go the hard way. This is probably not smart, but let's see if I can do it. Well, that's a no. The easy way is just go the long way around. Yeah, lots of potential for death in this area. There's nothing to winch onto. Alright, where's the turnoff? Oh, yeah, that's technically a lake. Okay, it's like a string bed or something. Not much of a road. It's funny too, because like, I've been out on trails where it's like a logging trail or something, and like, I don't know, even they don't seem as bad as some of the trails in this game. These are like 20-year abandoned roads. Like, imagine trying to install that big old tower, and this is the road you have to drive up. This actually isn't that bad, so I kind of take that back, but compared to most of the other stuff, this is pretty doable to be flat. But still, it's crazy. It's the reason why in real life there's not a lot of outposts and like buildings and infrastructure way up in the mountains, because it's just so difficult to get anything up there. Man, I'm just mesmerized by these tires every time. Just looking at them. Ooh, suspension works. Okay, wait. Well, I guess this is as good a spot as any. Just go slow. rocks even. Okay. Nice. There's something right there too. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Alright, so we're gonna get that one first and then get this one and then call it a day. Yeah, let's use this. Big beefy tire vehicle. Which I think is another DLC vehicle. I always get it confused. Wow. The steering's pretty sensitive. With this game, it takes a lot of tweaking to get the right sensitivity on a stick, or if you're using a keyboard. You don't have a lot of leeway for control. But yeah, I'm slipping all over the place with this. Wow, look at how that tire flexes. I was looking at that front left tire while I turn, and like, it's like bowing outward on the top and bottom. Never on an incline, it's very interesting. Like I start turning the wheel, and just the furthest outward part near the tread is just like flexing off the tire. It's weird. It's like it makes sense for the bottom, but I don't know if that's how it works for the top. Maybe. Alright, let's see. Can I do this? Got it. I figured I might not be able to fix it if I didn't press it on the way down, so that worked. I just mashed the button. Cool. I am like really stuck in the ground. Oh, there's stuff to winch onto. You know what? Yeah, let's not even bother. I am part of the graveyard now. I remember this one. This one was a pain. I think I flipped twice trying to get this before. The problem with these upgrades is I think everything in Russia is a Russia upgrade, and I have no Russian trucks right now. Although I turned in that one, I don't know if it gave it to me. I don't think it did. I should probably leave a lot of my most experience point filled missions for multiplayer. When I started the game up, it said I had 11% complete, which, considering I've only spent about a dozen hours in the game, that's pretty good. But, you know, 5 of those hours were multiplayer, so got some extra help. How much content there is in this one game that I haven't even done the DLC other than the trucks they gave me, the maps. I was looking at someone did a really good comparison of the size of all of the maps in MudRunner, total size, compared to each individual map in a region in this game, and it was crazy. It was like the base game of this is equivalent to all of MudRunner plus all of MudRunner's DLC. But when you start looking at all of the DLC for this game, it more than doubles the size of this game. And that's just what they've released so far. So once they release the last region for the expansion pass, it's going to be even bigger than that. And then who knows if they'll make more maps in the future. Plus there's DLC mod maps where MudRunner had mods, but they weren't officially supported. They were kind of janky. But this game, they officially support, in that they'll have their team monitor mods and approve them for consoles. So those mods, you know, are officially approved. Meaning you're not going to get like a virus from it, where it's not going to destroy your game. Like, they make sure it can run and isn't too buggy, but protects you from malicious mods for sure. I just realized this thing has like no gas. It's only good for short excursions. I guess I took the hood, not the hood, the roof attachment off, because it flips over too much with it on. This is slightly less flippy. Alright, here we go. I hate this position. I'm just gonna go for it. Hope I make it. Okay, not too bad. You know, this is extremely easy with a scout, so I was using a big old truck before. Nice. For the loaf. Oh, whoa, it actually shows the symbol on the vehicle. That's weird. Huh. Alright, well, I think I'll just drive around a bit until I feel like stopping. But let's see if I have any lingering, coherent thoughts. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. I noticed there's been a few views, so thank you, my loyal viewers. Looking for some Snowrunner action and some random musings of a gamer. In all likelihood, this thing's gonna flip before I get anywhere near the location, but we'll see how far I get. This will at least help me plan for the future. Like, I can't even see this outpost here. Pretty sure this other way is the right way to get over there, though. Okay. Gotta make sure I don't crash on the road. One thing I've noticed is I don't think single player has been any faster or smoother for streaming than multiplayer, so that's good to know. Seems about the same. And at the very least, I'm happy that I'm able to stream and my gameplay isn't impeded at all. Like, this game is running just as smooth, whether streaming or not, so that's nice. I'm just full throttle and hoping I don't die. Okay. Let me just stop. Yeah, let's keep going. Already almost destroyed the engine. If it wasn't for my bumper, it probably would be destroyed. Well, with enough yawning, that might mean I can actually sleep tonight. was a waste. Oh. Oh, I can get the loaf. Well, sidetrack. I don't think this thing is strong enough. Considering how stuck that is. What? Oh, it's saying take it down there. Well, it's... Oh no, it's a different mission. Oh no, that's where you accept it from. It's someone's house. Okay. Come on. Practically floating. This will be a fun addition. I might actually just save this. You know, this is probably strong enough to pull this all the way back, but I really want to get that tower first. Like I said, so many rescuable vehicles in this level. Fun trying to remember the layout of this map without being able to see it. Had to do that with Snowrunner countless times because when you complete the map, you just start it all over. Have to do all the watchtowers again. But this game, I only have one playthrough from over a year ago that I did. It's a good old PS4 version. Funny enough, I do have PS4 online. I guess you could stream for PS4 too, so I could probably, if someone I know has PS4 version of this, play with them and stream it still. So there's that. It'll just be the janky PS4 streaming, which doesn't work as well as my PC. But it might be nice. I mean, I can always just stream without multiplayer from there. But the reason why I'm playing this version is this is my main multiplayer version. So I'm trying to get a few upgrades to play with my friends. Even though I'm ahead of them, it's helpful at any rate to have all those upgrades. Alright, cool. And I almost get stuck. Alright, well. Oh boy, yeah. 2 vehicles lost over here. And a third one over here. So, we're about to get 2 out of 5 so far discovered. Yeah, let's just recover. Alright, one last mission. I don't know how streamers do it. I could probably do it, be a streamer. If I took like a break in between, a couple small breaks, I didn't talk so much, but I would lose my voice if I would talk for 8 hours a day. Unless I was like whispering most of the time. I teach 3-hour lectures, and yeah, definitely drink a lot of water, and was glad that I didn't have to teach back-to-back days, so I could give my voice a rest, because projecting your voice for 3 hours is lot out of your vocal cords. Why do people call them vocal cords anyway? It's kind of funny. I guess people like the analogy of like a string instrument, and thought of your voice historically as being like that, when in reality they're just a couple wheat flaps that vibrate near each other to make noise. And so in speech pathology and linguistics, you call them vocal folds because they're root folds. So it's not really shaped like a chord or a string. They're like flat, little, I don't know. It's hard to think of synonyms when you're tired. They're just meat. People's bodies are just meat, I guess. Good sign for my tiredness. It would stop being formed, but thanks again to everybody who decided to watch this video for whatever reason. I've been told by some people saying they like my voice, that it's calming. When I listen to my voice, I kind of laugh because it sounds completely different than how it sounds in my head. There's some science to that where, like, my voice in particular reverberates in my head, sounds extremely deep. So to me, I sound like as manly as I'd ever want to be. But when I listen to my voice, it's very, very quiet, almost timid sounding. It's hilarious to me how it resonates so differently, how I don't project enough most of the time. I'll take the shortcut back. But yeah, this game is very easy on my hand. Just play on the trigger and push the sticks a few times, my thumbs. Not a whole lot of strain. Wow, this loaf is almost completely destroyed. I just realized they put lines on the roof, so it's like an actual loaf of bread. That's really cute. Yeah, definitely take the shortcut. Oh yeah, there's another thing over there. I'm pretty sure that's another vehicle. Or a trailer. No, is it another loaf? No, it's a truck. Let's go check it out real quick. It's right here. Yet another free truck. Oh, it's a train. Oh, this one's a repair machine. Well, along here. Wow, it needs a lot. It's actually a good truck, if I remember. One of the Taiga trucks is good, anyway. But let's back to the road. Oh, it has a fuel leak? Oh, that was a waste of fuel then. Prepared enough. In fact, give me that fuel back. Oh man, I really actually need fuel badly. trailer somewhere around here. Utility trailer. Well, this is why you always prepare fully before you refuel. And even when you refuel, only do it when necessary, because I'm pretty sure this mission requires you to take it somewhere before it finishes anyway. Oh, is the fuel gonna stop? I think it stopped. Alright. Must be like a hole near the top or something. Wow, what happened? It's like completely stuck. What happened? Thank you. Oh, it got stuck underneath a root. Alright, well, I'll save that other mission for later. Started the stream tired, but not sleepy. I think I'm ending it tired and sleepy, which was the goal. Okay, I really should check where the goal is. Oh, it's way over there. Okay, we gotta check that. I still haven't gotten that upgrade that I had marked. Did I already remove it? Oh wait, no, I did get that. Never mind. I remember now, I leaped off with my scout. That's the end of the stream, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. In the future, I will do this other mission, so I'll have it marked. Get a free taiga. And then let's take a quick look at my player profile. So I got 1 rank up this stream, and I got a bunch of money from selling a truck. Very good. Oh, you know what? Did they give me that? They did not. Okay, so that wasn't a free loaf. That was a shame. Okay. Well, have a good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video.